Our world is layered with stories, secrets buried deep beneath the sands of time. For centuries we have sought to uncover these lost chapters, piecing together the narrative of humanity. But sometimes what we find is not what we expect. Sometimes the Earth gives up secrets so profound, so utterly baffling that they challenge our very understanding of the past. These are not just discoveries, they are enigmas leaving even the most seasoned scientists in stunned silence, sometimes even fear. Today we embark to the edge of our knowledge. Our journey begins in the sun-scorched lands of Egypt, a civilization renowned for its meticulous and reverent treatment of the dead. But in 1881, within the royal cache at Deir el-Bahari, archaeologists unearthed something that shattered this perception. They found a mummy unlike any other head thrown back, jaw wide open, facial muscles taut. The discovery sent waves of shock through the archaeological community. Only modern technology, DNA analysis, kinetic scans, offered answers. It's now believed to be Prince Pentuer, son of Ramesses III, a conspirator in his father's assassination. We now travel from the sands of Egypt to the depths of the Aegean Sea, near the Greek island of Antikythera. In the year 1900, a group of sponge divers stumbled upon a Roman-era shipwreck. They recovered a lump of corroded bronze, so unassuming it was almost discarded. It was only when this lump broke apart, revealing a series of intricate gears. This was the Antikythera mechanism, an object that simply should not have existed. It was a complex assembly of at least 30 interlocking bronze gears. With astonishing precision, it could predict the positions of the sun, moon, and the 5 planets known to the ancient Greeks. It is a lonely artifact. It forces us to reconsider our perception of the past. Our journey now takes us to the arid coastal plains of southern Peru. Here, stretching for more than 50 miles, are the Nazca lines. From ground level they are nothing more than shallow trenches, but from the sky they reveal their true, breathtaking forms. How did they execute these designs with such accuracy over such vast distances without being able to see them from above? Some believe linked to astronomy, others suggest water rituals. Fringe theories say ancient astronauts. But despite decades of study, the true purpose and method behind the Nazca lines remain one of archaeology's most profound and visually stunning enigmas. It's here that one of the most controversial and unsettling archaeological puzzles was unearthed: the crystal skulls. These are human-sized skulls, intricately carved from single solid blocks of clear or milky quartz, surrounded by wild tales of paranormal powers, ancient curses, connections to Atlantis, or alien visitors. The most famous is the Mitchell-Hedges skull, allegedly discovered by Anna Mitchell-Hedges in the 1920s. Electron microscope scans revealed microscopic marks that could only have been made by 19th-century rotary carving tools. It seems most large, famous crystal skulls are likely elaborate hoaxes created in Europe in the 1800s. Yet the question of their origin doesn't entirely erase the unsettling feeling they evoke. In October of 1932, 2 gold prospectors, Cecil Main and Frank Carr inside, sitting cross-legged on a ledge, was something that would haunt them and the scientific community. It was the perfectly preserved mummified body of a tiny man, no more than 7 inches tall in its seated position. Its fingernails were perfectly preserved. It weighed less than a pound. It quickly became a local sensation, nicknamed Pedro. The discovery ignited fierce debate. X-rays taken in the 1950s seemed to confirm it was not a fabrication. After being passed between owners, Pedro vanished after 1980. All that remains are photographs and X-rays. Was Pedro a deformed infant or evidence of the little people from folklore? We may never know. In 2009, during the construction of a new relief road, workers unearthed a site of pure, unadulterated carnage. Inside the shallow pit were the skeletal remains of 54 men. Their heads were missing. Piled neatly to one side of the pit were 51 skulls. Isotope analysis revealed these men were not locals. They came from a cold northern climate consistent with Scandinavia. The neck vertebrae showed multiple hesitant hack marks. The executions were slow and agonizing. This was not a battle, it was a massacre, a calculated act of vengeance by the local Anglo-Saxons. A terrifying reminder that the past was not a romantic age of chivalry, but a time of visceral, bloody conflict. We now travel back in time over 7,000 years to the dawn of civilization in ancient Mesopotamia. At Al-Ubaid, researchers were excavating the remains of a people who predated the Sumerians. They unearthed a collection of small humanoid figurines with bizarre, non-human features. Long and slender heads, reptilian features, insectoid eyes, faces from another world. Their purpose is a complete mystery. Were they gods, ancestors, or something more extraordinary? Some suggest skull binding, others invoke ancient astronaut theories, debates that continue to this day. Whatever their meaning, the Ubaid lizardmen remain a profoundly eerie discovery, a glimpse into belief systems now almost lost to time. Our journey now takes us deep inside the Earth into a vast network of caves beneath Mount Owen in New Zealand. Back in 1986, an expedition exploring this subterranean world made a discovery so fresh it seemed only yesterday. They found a monstrous, clawed foot, huge, covered in scaly skin with terrifying talons still intact. Finding soft tissue, skin, muscle, sinew that had not decayed is exceptionally rare. Scientific analysis revealed the limb belonged to an upland moa, a giant flightless bird thought extinct for centuries. Standing up to 12 feet tall and weighing over 500 pounds, they were true giants. The Mount Owen moa claw is not just a fossil, it is the ghost of a lost giant reaching out from the past. We return to Europe, to the lands once governed by the mighty Roman Empire. Across this territory, archaeologists have been finding a peculiar and deeply enigmatic object for over 200 years. They have 12 flat pentagonal faces, each with a circular hole of varying diameter and knobs at the corners. Over 100 have been found, yet not a single one is described in any Roman text or illustration. Theories are numerous: weapon, candlestick, survey instrument, rangefinder, plumbing gauge, child's toy, knitting tool. A popular theory: a knitting device for making gloves, knobs used to hold stitches. The lack of any historical record makes them unsettling, as if the function was a secret never to be written down. A complex gadget from a brilliant civilization that forgot how to use it. For our final and perhaps most chilling discovery, we travel high into the Himalayas to Roopkund. Situated over 16,000 feet above sea level, the lake is frozen most of the year. But when the ice melts, the lakebed and its shallow edges are filled with hundreds upon hundreds of human skeletons. Carbon dating showed the bones were far older, around the 9th century AD. All showed similar injuries: short, deep cracks in the skulls, as if struck from directly above by something hard and round. A 2019 genetic study showed these remains belonged to at least 3 distinct genetic groups deposited over a millennium. The leading theory for the 9th century group: a freak hailstorm with cricket ball-sized hailstones. But who they were, and why they came here, remains unclear. Roopkund remains a bone-chilling, high-altitude graveyard with a story we may never fully comprehend. From the silent screams of Egypt to the bone-filled waters of a Himalayan lake, we have seen how the Earth holds on to its secrets. These 10 discoveries are more than curiosities. They are profound challenges to our understanding. They remind us that for all our modern technology, the world of our ancestors remains a place of deep and often terrifying mystery. The questions they raise are perhaps more important than any answers we might find. They are whispers from a forgotten time, telling tales of ingenuity, brutality, and belief systems almost beyond comprehension. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please consider subscribing for more stories of incredible discoveries. And now, which of these finds did you find the most unsettling? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep wondering.